Are we live?
We are live.
Yay!
Hi, everyone. Can you see us?
Trying to see comments. Good
Hi.
morning. Someone said good morning.
Can you guys see us?
Yep. Hey.
Hi. All right. Hi, everyone.
Well, hi from Cologne, Germany to all of you guys.
We tried to find a nice view, but then it was kind of rainy, really windy. So we decided just rather be safe than sorry and have a good sound and, decent camera so you guys can actually see us and maybe not have any weather and sound issues if we do it from somewhere else. Hi, everyone. Hi, Florida. Hi, Germany. Hi, Kiev, Germany.
Someone says hi from Wuppertal. That's not far away from where we are right now, actually.
Hi, Argentina, UK. Hey, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Guten Tag, preview.
Awesome. Okay, good to know that our sound and video is good. Well, we are at the milestone, another milestone.
150K.
Yep. This is really weird. I'm on a much taller chair than Rico.
That's fine.
He's on like a
But
lower chair.
Look like this is like perfectly framed, yeah.
I feel like a giant. This is really weird. Okay. Well, I can read from here, so it's good. So we wanted to celebrate with you guys, and last time we did live, a lot of people couldn't join, so we thought we'd do it again, and you guys can ask us some questions, just what you'd like to know, and I know some of you already tried to put in the comments. So yeah, just shoot away, put your questions in the live chat, and we're gonna try to answer as many as we can. Exactly. Hello, the usual suspects. Hi, Alan. Hi, Anna. Let's see. Who else do I recognize from our premieres that we do live? If you guys are new and don't really know, every Saturday we actually have premiere live where we also have the same live chat, and a whole bunch of really cool people are there every week getting together and watching the videos without commercials, watching them through together, and we get to chat about it while we're watching them.
And the live chats are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, which is pretty cool. Like the premieres are getting bigger. We have quite over 1,000 people now watching us every Saturday live, which is pretty awesome.
One of the last live premieres, we had 2,000 people watching, so that was really exciting. Right. Looking good, Rico. Having fun in Germany?
Yeah, we had actually a really nice lunch over at, it's called Alter Markt. It's in Old Town Cologne. And then, should I say it? We went back to the room, took a quick power nap, and just woke up from that to have the live chat with you guys.
We actually flew in this morning from Russia into Germany. So yeah, it's been kind of a long day for us. We got up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
Hope we look good for that.
Alrighty, guys, ask away. Ask us some questions, and we try to answer all of them.
We want a submarine review.
We do.
Definitely. It's funny because we were going to do something with Triton submarines, and COVID happened, and so just everything got put on hold. So we'll definitely revisit as soon as opportunity arises, and we could do that, and possibly even go down in one of those private subs and get to take you guys with us. It's definitely something we really, really want to do.
Definitely on the list, yeah.
Let me start. I'll go back to the top because I'm sure you guys put some stuff there. So I'll start back up here real quick.
Scroll back up. Okay.
All right.
I wish it would be like a two-way thing that we can actually talk instead of just.
Hi, Rob. Comments. Just gonna say hey to all the peeps I recognize. Causeless Rebel, hey.
Well, and besides all, at the Fort Lauderdale Yacht Show, boat show, in end of October, beginning of November, and so maybe we do like a meetup or something. We're also planning on that.
I'm just catching up on the live chat here, you guys. All right, Rico, fill in.
Fill in.
Yeah.
I saw someone ask earlier where we are exactly. We are right next to the Dome in Cologne, center of the city. Pretty awesome, actually. Being from this area, little outside of Cologne, it's pretty cool to really stay in the middle of the city for the first time. I mean, I've been plenty time to the city, but never really stayed here and just get to walk out and explore and grab a nice meal.
I have one question here. Hello. You recently visited Bearing 77. Do you think you see the other models, B95, etc.? And then I would like to see more yachts explore on your channel. Thank you. Yes. Yes. We actually got to tour the shipyard at Bearing and got to tour a 145 under construction. So and it was in a really cool stage of the build. Not going to give it all away, but that's definitely coming to the channel very soon. I'm giving it a little break. We have some really other cool content coming. Including a sea trial of Aussie's 92 Explorer
with Tim
that you guys see in here. So we actually took her out. So have some cool Explorer stuff coming.
Yeah.
Also the 70. Yeah, we'll show you guys more.
There's more coming. There's more coming on Bearing. There's more coming on Explorer yachts. Still trying to see if we can find a Nordhaven, because I know you guys been asking about that. So it's just need to come across one we can film, and then.
Oh, thank you for my necklace. I actually got this for my mom on this trip, so thank you for the compliment. Let's see. It is 6 p.m. here. Well, now it's a little bit past
6:08.
Past 6:08. Yeah, exactly. I think I'm almost caught up here. You guys are quick.
Wow, that's a lot of comments.
I don't think Rico can read this fast. Let's see. That's weird.
So yeah, for the regulars, you guys probably saw it already. We reached 150K. Super happy about it. Really happy about it. I didn't think it would happen that fast, actually, because the time we grew to get to 100K was definitely, in comparison, longer than going from 100 to 150. That was pretty amazing and pretty happy. And
he's very happy. Did Aussie stop building? No. Aussie's is a very small boutique shipyard. So they really build up on order and really small amounts. So Tim is just, if he has an order he would like to do, he has other projects he works on. So it's not the only thing he does. He has a really cool project actually he's doing that we can't quite tell you yet, but we'll get to show to you hopefully in the near future. So no, he's definitely building. It's just, he only builds upon order and request. So there's, it doesn't just put out boats. Whoever this is, this thing is so confusing. Anthony McNabb, thank you so much for your support. That's so sweet. Thank you. Okay, so, this thing just really fast. Okay, Michigan. Hi, Michigan. All right.
Ohio.
Oh, this thing keeps skipping.
Because people put new comments in.
Okay. Okay, I have a question. Could a captain from a ship need to help computer expert in his job for looking something from a deep part of the ocean?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Depends on the ship and what they're doing, I think. Were you Rico Suave when you first met Victoria?
Sure.
No.
What do you mean?
I think you got more Suave.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
I saw a channel with 1.4 million sub. It had only 190 viewers live. I know you guys are the best.
Exactly.
We're so grateful. We always say it's really not about subscribers, about views. And we're so grateful for all the views and support. You guys are awesome. It's just so nice to be able to connect with you every week.
We're good naughty family.
Yeah, absolutely.
For sure.
Let's see.
And apparently you guys like that we take it a little lighter and not too serious at times. And I know sometimes we get a little bit of hate for it, but I don't want to change it. I like the way we're doing it.
Love your channel, Jessica said. Such great videos. Just joining. If you could post more of affordable yachts, that would be great. 200K or less. We're looking in that price range. Yes, we will be continuing the affordable live aboard yacht series.
Or entry-level yacht series.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
right?
we kind of did some, a lot of times people ask us how much, like, what do you mean it's $400,000 affordable? So I think it really depends where you live in the world. And, for Los Angeles, $400,000, it's very affordable. You can get a house for that. In some other areas, that's definitely not affordable. So we kind of decided that affordable is 500,000 is where we cut it off. That's really an affordable live aboard yacht. What's going to go into that series. So anything from, 50,000, which is probably going to be more like 100,000 to 500,000. And we will show you guys more of that. And of course, that's going to depend on the size. And sometimes when kind of come across something like 95 or 100 footer and it's 700,000, but it's like just really awesome, we might put it in there just because in some areas like LA, people spend that on a house. So, but really, I think under 500K, and we'll bring more of that to the channel every single month. There will be at least one tour, maybe two, that you guys will get to see those type of boats.
And also, we will bring some older models to the channel as long as they are representable and decent, in a decent condition and decent shape, just to show you what else is out there for, maybe for 100K, 150K, which would still make a fantastic, weekend boat or something to take out with the family and have a good time. I saw one question there I want to just take quick. Someone is asking if we guys have an OnlyFans.
We do not have an OnlyFans.
No, but I think I'm gonna get one where I'm gonna put all my bikini shots. Okay. So if you guys are interested in that and actually willing to pay money for that, I will certainly do an OnlyFans.
Rico would like to have his own OnlyFans.
Yeah, I even own a Borat swimsuit, so
let
be ready.
Let us know there
Be
if
ready.
you guys would like Rico to start his OnlyFans, because I'm not starting one.
And that's something yellow.
Okay, so Mitch has a real question. I see a lot of motor yachts on your channel that require a lot of fuel. But what's happening in the world with supplies and cost? What's your best guess affecting that industry? This industry.
The motor yacht industry?
Yeah.
I mean, let's take the sailboats out for a second, because obviously you have the alternative of not using the combustion engine. In the motor yacht industry, my best guess is it's going to go more into hybrid, and at some point it's going to go into pure electric with some kind of power source, which is not going to be a combustion engine. It's going to be either a new generation of batteries in combination with higher efficient solar panels, or maybe another power source like a hydrogen fuel cell, or I don't know, a mini nuclear reactor or something. I mean, there's combustion engines even on the big boats will eventually
but it
disappear.
Also seems like the super yacht industry is ahead of the smaller yacht industry. Like there's a lot more new technology that's coming in. I mean, it is entering into smaller boats as well, but seems like there's a lot of demand from the new, they call them the new tech, the new money super yacht owners that are very interested in green possibilities. So there are a lot of hybrids out there, super yachts, actually a lot more than people think. And I
mean, Home is one example, and her sister ship.
Home by Heesen, which we've toured before, not for the channel. This is before we started the YouTube channel.
That's a 164, right?
Yeah.
50 meter, just under 50 meter.
There are quite a few. I mean,
what about
Luminosity, which is a giga yacht pretty much. So yeah, it's out there, and it's trickling down into the smaller yachts. So it's changing already a lot.
And even if it's not hybrid, I mean, people are always saying like, well, it's not a real hybrid because it's like, you still have diesel engines, and or it's not getting the power directly from the batteries, or whichever way. There's the bigger the boat is and more power you need, there's then the diesel electric aspect, which is also existing. Like you have in any big locomotive. You have the diesel engine powering and is considered your generator, and the electric motors are powering the, whatever, in this case, the prop shafts.
Yep. I'm going to do a shout out here to the DJ Natronic, more Rico bikini shots. So he's definitely willing to pay for your OnlyFans.
Oh boy.
Let's see. Somehow this thing is not letting me see everybody's thing. Okay, I'll go back and look at it.
Okay.
So somebody else giving us financial love. Have you ever cruised the Rhine?
No. I mean, yes, I did at some point on one of these tourist boats.
Yeah, I've done that too, but we actually would love to do a river cruise.
I really like to do like one of this nice, whole inland 5-day.
Yeah, we're not really into
cruise,
like
right?
cruise ships. We've never been on one, but I think a river cruise on a smaller boat in Europe, I would love to do.
I think it would be fun.
Yeah. Hello, Denmark. Let's see. Oh yeah, I see them. Are you planning to visit Bavaria Yachts while you're in Germany?
Not planning on, at least not this time, but I would like to go next year and go to the boat show in Düsseldorf.
In Düsseldorf.
Yeah.
I'm always like, it's cold.
Yeah, the timing of that show is not really, lining up with the weather in Germany in the winter. But it's the largest indoor show in the world.
We're gonna have to make it to at least once to Düsseldorf. Yeah.
100%.
We're scheduled to go to Dubai boat show next year, but yeah, I think Düsseldorf is gonna have to happen. When are you going to buy your next yacht?
Yeah.
Hopefully soon. We're working on something. We can't quite reveal it yet.
We're working on project.
On something, and as soon as we can tell you guys officially, we will. It is something very exciting, and I think you guys
can't wait to tell you guys.
Maybe as excited as we are. Richie Bowen, hey guys, thank you so much for your hard work into him and keep up your great work. Thanks, Richie.
Thank you, Richie. Appreciate it. Okay,
let's see here.
What do you guys do for a living? Well, kind of obvious.
Well, yeah.
No, actually, no. Actually, it's a good question.
Okay.
What do we do for a living?
Well, you have the OnlyFans.
I will have the OnlyFans, which is probably going to make me a millionaire. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
If I can borrow your bikini tops.
Yes, go ahead.
What do you do for a living? Well, we do the YouTube channel, obviously. That's, one big part now of our life. I own a marine business, which is a couple of different parts of the business. One part is a yacht maintenance and management company based in California, based in, I guess, greater LA area, as well as a dealership for Yamaha outboards, brake tenders, Akilah tenders, e-proportional electric motors, and and everything, maintenance, repowers, whatever comes along, connected to the dealership.
We also put together charters in the Bahamas, organize sailing vacations. Yeah, I don't know. We do a lot of things.
And on top of all that, I still play sometimes in nightclubs and festivals and produce some music because the day has 28 hours. So might as well do something else.
Because he loves it.
I love it. Yeah.
I also have a shopnauti.com store, which is nautical gear, which is its own thing.
Like this hat here.
Correct. Thanks for allowing us to plug in. Have you ever toured a yacht that had a Starbucks inside of it?
Nope.
No. I think that would be a cruise ship, and we would definitely like to tour one, and we will definitely do that as soon as the world gets back to somewhat normal and we can get on one with the cameras. Hi guys, great channel, and this is Rick and Janet. Today's anniversary. Happy anniversary!
Congratulations.
What is the capacity of your boat in gallons of fuel? Ours is only 100 gallons.
What do we have in our boat? 330 gallons.
Yeah.
So it's also not that much, actually.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the times people ask us, if we can go far places in our boat, and it's really not made for that. It is coastal cruiser, and it's not about the range and that kind of a boat. It's a really comfortable liveaboard and great weekend boat, but
it's also not a boat I would want to take on a.
It's not a boat you're going to go to Hawaii with from California. Yeah, so you don't really need the range. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Oh, that's a lot of yacht. What do we do for a living? Okay.
All the same comment. Oh wow.
It just skipped.
Ooh, there's a lot.
Ay. That really just skipped. I have to go back to that. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, that's a lot of questions, you guys.
Would love to see more Explore Yacht. Yes. When viewing your videos, I'm often left wondering the range of many of the boats you tour. Okay, so let me address that. A lot of the times you guys say like, I want to see that. So basically, anytime we tour a used yacht for sale, we refer to the specs that are provided to us by the broker. It's just, it's his listing, and that's what we get. Or it's if we can get the specific listing for that model, we will put them up as well. Yeah, the specs. So sometimes on certain yachts, we just don't get the range, especially if they're older. It's not provided to us. Yes, we can kind of calculate it and give you a guesstimate, but we prefer not to, because that's not something listed, because it is listed with someone else. We're not brokers to sell this boat to you. That's not our job at all. So whenever the range is provided, we always put it in the specs. And whatever it's not, I just, I kind of don't have really the right to just guess it. So we don't put it on there. I'm sorry about that. A lot of the times, I don't know, how can we do that?
A lot of the times, like the engines are similar or whatever. I mean, they're like 3-4 big engine brands, and you can look up the engine models and see what the consumption is at certain RPMs. So, whatever, you're doing like a trawling speed at 8 to 12 knots, depending on the size of the yacht. And, you're doing whatever, like your 1,000 RPMs, and then you get a rough burn rate per hour per 2 engines. And you just divide that by the fuel capacity, and then you kind of get like a range, a rough range.
I feel like whenever you see us touring a yacht and there's no range on it, there's not going to be there is kind of like a basic range to these type of boats. It's going to be somewhere between 300 and 400 miles, really, right? 500. Yeah, 300 to 500 miles if you're not seeing the range. And that's because it's mostly coastal cruisers. There's not going to be long range boats or trawlers. Yeah. So on those, we almost always have the range. I would say always do.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a long range boat. It's not going to be a boat that's going to cross the Atlantic. It's just going to be more of a coastal cruiser.
I kind of feel like we need to go to the more current.
All right. Okay.
Ones.
I'm going. Okay. What are your favorite airlines and airports? Oh, funny question. Rico was just recently very impressed by one airport. Go.
I'm very disappointed by another airline.
Go ahead.
I've actually been flying more than you lately.
Yeah,
the last 2 years.
The last 2 years.
The last 2 years. But we spend a lot of time in airports and planes and different airlines. And I was like, in terms of airport, I was extremely impressed by the airport in Istanbul, by the sheer size of the airport. And then also it's extremely modern. You have, at times it feels like you're in like in a massive shopping mall / 3rd Street Promenade in LA, where you have all these little food areas and food corners and cobblestone floor areas, and it doesn't even feel like an airport anymore. I was really impressed. I thought Istanbul airport was phenomenal.
It was pretty impressive. We got fortunate enough to fly in business class in Turkish Airways, and it was really good.
It was really good.
It was better than I expected. Let's see.
Well, American Airlines, it's kind of, we have our top 3 or top 4, right?
Yeah, we primarily like JetBlue.
American.
American as well.
Delta, Alaska.
Favorite airports. LAX is kind of on my list right now because nothing is open. I don't even understand it. Like, all the restaurants are closed, all the lounges, everything's closed, and everything is open in California. So it's a little silly, and I'm not a fan of LAX right now, but I hope they get their stuff together.
They're better.
Yes. Let's see. Can you guys at least tell us if it's going to be new or used, our future boat?
Oh, our next boat? Who's asking?
I don't know. I saw that somewhere up there.
Oh, okay, somewhere up there.
We are working on something new.
Potentially new. Potentially new.
That's where we're gonna leave it.
That's why we will start the OnlyFans for me to afford the new build instead of a used one.
Oh God! Will it be a cat or a monohull?
Yeah, we can't disclose that.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to wait and see.
You can't
it's not gonna be that long.
I give you a hint. No. I give you a hint. It's gonna have a diesel engine.
Oh, okay. Besides Catalina, what's the farthest you've cruised along the coast, north or south? Well, Mexico, obviously.
Yeah,
not on our boat.
No.
But yeah, just transfers.
Yeah, for me it was 1,300 nautical miles from LA to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And it was a 51-foot Sea Line motor yacht, 2003 or 2004. And with obviously a couple of fuel stops in between because you can't make that on one tank. And that was a cool trip. It was a really cool trip. Downhill, because usually a following sea in California. And so down the Baja Peninsula, across Rio Cortez, and then over to Puerto Vallarta. Was a cool trip.
Oh, huge shout out to Randy. I am going to butcher your last name. I'm not even going to try, I think.
Randy
Matsu. Thanks, Randy. Okay, bikini dance off. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, here we go. Do you all ever do captain a boat part-time?
Well, I have captained multiple different yachts for existing clients. I've done training before, quite a lot actually, where new boat owners are completely new to boating and they need buy insurance. They need to have a captain on board for the first X amount of trips out, and then the captain needs to sign off the new owner as a skipper, that he understands the rules of the road, that he knows basic of boating and so on, to be able to captain his own boat and be approved by his insurance company. So yeah, I've done that plenty actually. Just upgraded my license to 200 tons. It's actually primarily captain work you do, because you don't have, we've never done like a full-time crew gig for just one person. No. We always work for different people. We have part-time, I would say. We have had clients where we did multiple trips, over in the Bahamas and in Florida and so on. But yeah, not on a everyday basis. I would love to come hang out with you guys sometime and learn a bit more about boats than I do now, or just have some fun. Well, join us on the Patreon. Come hang out with us there. We have a really cool community there that we've built as well. We love and cherish. And if you guys are interested to learn more, to ask your questions, we do a lot of extra little content, a lot about liveaboard, do cool little coffee talks, talking about different liveaboard aspects. So just check us out on the Patreon. We have different levels of membership. It's, we don't do anything per creation. It's all just monthly and pretty basic too. And you get great stuff, including you get a really cool, you're not wearing one, huh? No. Get a really cool Naughty Crew t-shirt. So yeah, definitely check us out on Patreon. You'll still get all this great content on YouTube. None of it is going to change. 100%. But if you want to see more of us and hang out more with us, that would be the place to do that. Including some straight talk. Okay. Oh, yes. Rico does engine room straight talks for a lot of the yacht tours. He will do like a little separate section for the Patreon to, for you guys to just kind of his feel if he was looking to buy this boat, what he actually thought of the engine room access and state it's in and stuff like that. Billy Laptop. We're thanking Billy's Laptop. Really enjoy your videos. Keep up the good work. Thanks, Billy. Appreciate it. Oh, thanks, Billy's Laptop. We don't know. Thanks, Billy's Laptop. Okay, I'm gonna go a little further, you guys, because I think I'm really behind. Which solar-powered yacht is the best in your opinion? There is no real solar-powered yacht, in my opinion. Not yet. Not yet. There are lots of yacht builders, there are some yacht builders, like Silent, like Sunreef, like a couple of other ones which are popping up. They are trying to be a completely solar-powered yacht, but still have the generator backup in case you don't have enough solar power, or you need to motor for longer than planned and your lithium-ion batteries are empty, then you're still somewhat kind of like a not purely solar powered yacht. So yeah, it's, I think, another 5 years away until that really is there.
Love to see more sailing catamaran videos. Yes, there are more coming to the channel. That's definitely coming. 40 to 50 foot motor catamarans. Yes, we would love to bring some more motor cats. Like I said, now the boat shows are coming back. It's a bit easier for us to get access and to film some stuff for you guys. So definitely subscribe and make sure you click that notification bell, because there's going to be some really cool stuff coming to the channel in the next couple of months.
Definitely can. We definitely want to do the Akilah. The new Akilah models.
Yes.
So that's on our list pretty high up.
The new
54.
50, is it 54?
56, 54. And then the 70 54. I would like to do. So yeah, like some more motor cats. And they're becoming more and more popular. Oh, that's a difficult question. I don't know if we can answer that.
What
would you buy
with 6-7 million?
6-7 millions.
It's kind of funny. I gotta be honest. You know, you kind of get into this yacht game and you think like, if I only had $1 million, and then you think like, I would get exactly what I want. And then you get to the point that you think, okay, I can do this. And then you like, that it's so limited. Like, it's really not that much for what it is, what you think, like $1 million. And then you get, you know, like Rico has clients, you know, their budget is 3 to 5 or 5 to 7. And you start going like, wow, it's also kind of limited, because obviously you want certain things out of it. And it's funny, there are a lot of yachts out there, but it's also it's so hard.
Every client I've worked with, even if they had, let's say, a $5 million budget, they always are at the same point like anybody who has a $100,000 budget or $500,000 budget, that literally they're like, okay, look, this is the boat I want. And then they get into it. I was like, well, I kind of wanted to have this and not this. And I don't want a dry exhaust. I want a wet exhaust. And the shipbuilder is not building it that way. So it's really, really, really interesting.
It's almost like the more budget you have, the harder it is to decide what it is, because you start wanting certain things and then it becomes you getting into custom. And that's a whole, like, you know, semi-custom, custom, it's a whole different thing.
That being said, the longer I've been in the industry, I think I am getting a little bit more towards, if you have the budget, if you can spend the money, I think I'd go with something more rugged and you know, long distance, safe, high-end luxury interior, and yeah, something along these ways.
What would you say is the hardest budget? Like really a hard budget that it's like, it seems like it's easy, but it's very difficult.
1.5 to 3 million. And
I would say
150 to 300.
Yeah, 150 to 300 is a very hard budget.
It's a skinny market. It's a skinny market, and the boat market is still pretty hot. So if you're in the market of buying something and you can wait a little bit, I almost would say like just wait a little bit.
The market is very, very hot right now, and it's crazy. People with cash having a hard time, you know, buying a boat. It's
for sure
pretty insane. We would like to thank Hike. Oh boy, Hike Airapenians. Thank you, Hike, for your support. That's amazing. Thank you so much. Some of it I know I missed. The top chat thingy is not working really well, so I'll go back before we sign off and give you guys a shout out. If we didn't do that, I apologize. It's going really fast. Okay. Go ahead.
No, it's already gone.
What do you think about Akilah 54? We're gonna tour it. We already said that.
To do that. Yeah.
We will definitely tour it for the channel.
Someone's love the Bearing brand. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool too.
I wish I could afford to donate. I have become disabled, still trying to get more money situation in a better place. You guys, your watching our channel is the biggest support we can ask for. We are so grateful for comments. Every comment, every like is huge. So don't ever feel bad. Like we're just, this is so big for us. We didn't even think when we started this could get so quickly. So, so big. So we're really, really appreciating just your liking and commenting. And when you do 2 comments, love it. Thank you.
And
That
as soon as
means-
the
that
yacht
means so
shows are
much.
coming back up, we will do some meetups as well, right? For
Yes,
for
yeah.
all you YouTube
Sorry,
subscribers.
get like emotional here. What do we think about Sunseeker Ocean 90?
Haven't been on one.
Yeah, we haven't toured one. I guess we should tour some Sunseekers for you guys. I know you've been asking, and I guess we'll do that. We will show you some Sunseekers and tell you what we think. Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
Going from land to sea, what's the biggest adjustment?
Don't need to buy furniture anymore.
We have such a good video on the Patreon about that. I feel like if you're really interested, you might want to check it out. It's definitely, I would say, organization-wise, you have to be a bit more organized because your space is limited. But it's also because we're going into a kind of a smaller boat. If we were going a larger yacht, I guess that adjustment wouldn't be there. So I think it's
it's still a little bit of an adjustment because you have different systems.
I think that's
so you don't have that on a house, but you guys probably know that. Most of you guys know that probably. At the house you have your 110/220, depending which region in the world you live, and that's it. You don't really deal with 12-volt or 24-volt systems, mostly at least not, unless you're somewhere in a remote area or have an RV. So that's a little bit of an adjustment. You're dealing with different pumps and couple of different systems. But other than that, living wise, it's not a big adjustment. At least it wasn't for me.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing people ask is like, doesn't it move?
A little bit, but not much.
Well, yeah, we live in the marina, so it's a little different. It doesn't move much at all. If you are living and traveling around the world, for sure, it does move, and you're on the anchor more, and that's going to be definitely an adjustment. You also kind of think of where you put things. You think of when you take the boat out, that things could fall over, so that's a little bit of an adjustment as well. You think of what kind of china you have, what kind of things, things that can break. So I think that's probably, I mean, for me it was just kind of downsizing, which I found very refreshing and kind of what's the word, liberating. It was liberating getting rid of stuff. Like, I agree. We all just accumulate so many things, and it was very liberating, and never fighting about furniture ever. Because hey, this is what it is. You don't like this furniture? Let's just get a new boat. That's really, kind of.
All you have to do is some custom work, obviously, so which is all doable.
It's just easy because everything's built in.
Someone doubled the question, says like, how long can a boat be for you to still handle it alone? Just one man. That's also a good question, really depending on your skills.
And on the boat, too. on type of a boat.
On your kudos. Well, the problem is if you're completely by yourself, if you trip, if you get injured, if you fall in the water, whatever it might be, you're screwed. I mean, you're literally screwed if there's not a second person. But that being said, let's say that doesn't happen. I have certainly docked and, moved boats around from A to B by myself, which were 70, 80 foot long. Would I recommend that? Not necessarily. I think handling a boat by yourself, solo, anywhere in a 40, 50, 55, maybe 60 foot range is totally doable. Anything bigger, I would probably not do that long term. Maybe moving it over one slip, okay, whatever, you can do it. But other than that, I wouldn't go much bigger unless you have a second person.
But if the question is comes to licenses and being able to do that, that really depends on where you are operating it in the world.
True.
And in US, the law is pretty simple. If you start out with smaller boats and move up, your insurance will most likely, it's as big as your insurance will allow you to drive. So if you're started out with a 35-foot boat and then bought a 50-foot boat and then bought a 60-foot boat and then an 80-foot boat, your most likely insurance will allow you to do that without a captain,
license,
because you have enough experience.
Yep.
If you're just all of a sudden bought a 60-foot boat, it's your first boat, your insurance is going to say, no, you need to be trained, and the captain needs to sign off, and here's a checklist on what you need to be trained on. So you'll have to hire a captain. He's going to have to train you.
I already mentioned that earlier, what I do. Yeah.
So that's really, it really just depends on that. But it's completely different, you know, like we just now starting to get a boater's license in US. It's really just started like the last year and a half.
And it depends from
in which state you're in.
State to state is different.
But it's completely different in England, you know, when you need, like in Europe, you need to have a boater's license. So it's just very, very different. It really depends where you're boating. Shout out to Rick Bourne. Thank you so much. Finally caught you guys live. Love your reviews. You are so fun and compliment each other so well. I know Rico compliments me really well. Thank you.
By the way, if you guys are wondering why I'm shorter than Victoria today, I have a different chair. I'm sitting on a lower chair than Victoria.
No, he doesn't. We have the exact same chair.
Yeah, bullshit. I gave her the bigger chair. She took it. I didn't give it.
Oh, okay.
Someone said hello from Bonn, which is really not far away from here. Pretty close.
I am so lost in here already. I'm so lost.
What?
Oh my gosh. Hey, David. Buckman, buying a yacht must be done with a lot of homework before proceeding. Budget for vessel upkeep per year, per decade. Buy new, buy old, refit it. Buy old, fixer-upper. What vessel type? I think it all just really depends on your abilities, what you're willing to endure. And if you guys haven't watched the video with a friend who is sailing around the world, you guys definitely check it out. The single-handed sailor. He has a really great point where we totally agree with, where he says, buy a better boat.
Yeah, for sure.
Don't buy a fixer-upper if, you know, it's because at the end of the day, it's just you're better off. So
at the end of the day, every boat is going to be fixed up.
Exactly. So I agree with that. I think just if you want a project to have a project, that's fine. But if you want to get out on the water and really use the boat, buy the best boat you can buy in the best shape it can be.
Or a boat someone already put a lot of effort in to get it cruising ready. If you really want to go cruise long distance around the world and never really went, because there are plenty of people, they did all the legwork already, all outfitted the boat completely with solar, with wind generator, blah, 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 like all these things. And they never go anywhere because plans changed or whatever. And, you know, you're better off buying already that and then just adjust it to what you really want yourself. And you save a lot of time and money.
Exactly.
The sun is
I know this is, I feel like I have a spotlight on me. Yeah, maybe we should kill that spotlight.
Is it too dark?
I know Rico's from Kern. Where's Victoria from? Most boat channels are like watching paint dry. You're so much better. Oh, thank you. That's very sweet. Yeah, Rico was born in Berlin.
But I
grew up in Cologne. What's this? This is weird.
No, I'm perfect now.
Look at this. Go fix this, please. Oh my God. I was born and raised in dark, but very dark. But
what was that?
I don't know. You guys tell us what you think of this. It's much darker. It's very dark. I don't know. It is what it is. I don't know. As long as I can read you guys' comments, who cares what we look like? I was born and raised in St. Petersburg, Russia, and I moved to Los Angeles when I was 16 years old. So I've been living there for quite a while, and I am definitely way more American than I am Russian at this point. But my whole family still lives in Russia, and that's where we just were.
Anthony said I should grow a really big captain's beard.
Oh, no.
I just shaved this morning just for you guys.
No. You can do that on your OnlyFans.
A sticky beard.
Hi from Hawaii, fishing boat captain here. Love your channel. Losing my voice. Oh, you want me to go up? Okay.
No, other way.
Other way? I'm already. Oh my gosh.
There's so many more comments.
There's so many more comments. If I didn't answer your guys' question, put it again. I just cut up with the bottom because I feel like I was so far up there. Just if you don't mind, put it one more time down there. I'm going to try to catch up with this.
We've done some. Chris is asking if we considered reviewing some sailing yachts on our channel. We already did that.
Yeah, interesting refit that Rico was part of. And so that's coming to the channel.
Oh, that's going to be a Moody.
Yeah, it's a Moody and it's a really cool boat.
LOL Rico OnlyFans.
Oh my gosh.
What happened? What just happened? It just jumped.
Oh my gosh, you guys, thank you for all the love. There is so much love. Oh my God, it's so fast. Okay.
I want to read all these comments again afterwards.
We're going to go back and read all of them afterwards. That's what we did last time. So don't feel like your comments are not going to get noticed. We are reading all of them, if not out loud, but we're reading them.
Joint and V was saying something about Rico's OnlyFans. Yeah, if you just plugged in and
there you go.
Switched in at that point.
Yeah. We've decided that Rico should definitely have OnlyFans. Oh, thank you. People keep complimenting my necklace. It's actually a fish. Yeah. All right. You should do a video on a safety, lifeboats, and accessories. We should.
Yeah.
We should.
I think that's a good idea. That is a very good idea. Especially if you're new to boating. There's, obviously there are the Coast Guard rules, but a lot of people don't really know, okay, like if I have that size vessel or this size vessel, what is really required? What do I need to have on my boat to be compliant? I think that would be a cool video we should put together.
Definitely. Do you have a place where fans can post a pic in your merch? Yes, please DM us to our Instagram and I will post it on our Instagram.
Or if you post it on Instagram, tag us so we can repost it.
Exactly. Okay. Oh, well, what size boat would you choose to live on for 2? Randy again. Thanks, Randy. What size? I would say
also depending on the boat, right?
Depending on the boat, I would say absolute minimum 35 feet. That would be
for powerboat.
Powerboat, yeah. Maybe 40 foot for sailboat. And I would say like somewhere between 35 and 60. That's probably.
And it really depends on what your application is. Are you going to live in a marina, or you guys actually want to go cruising and explore a little bit around the world? Maybe you go with a cat, sailing cat or something, because it gives you a lot of space. You have the 360-degree views in the salon area where you can, mostly hang out. But yeah, it would have to go a little bit more into detail, like what the application is, because that's the most important question.
Yep. What size yachts can both of you captain? So Rico has a much larger captain's license than me. He has a 200-ton captain's license. So it's 200 gross ton. And don't really want to get into this. It's a bit complicated, but it's like an old maritime way of.
Well, it's from the merchant
mariner's world. It's basically gross ton
cargo
space of the boat. So every boat, if you look up the stats, will have GT next to it, like gross tonnage, and that's what that means. It's not the weight of the boat. It's not the dry weight.
It's not the length.
It's not the length, but
it's a formula.
That's what it's based on. So he can drive a boat. So 200. So the bearing that the 77 bearing was,
which is a, so to speak, bad example
because it's a very big gross tonnage for the 77 footer.
But yeah, like 200 tons, I think you would probably cap out at, the maximum I want to say is 130 foot, maybe 135, depending on the build.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Yeah, really depending.
What about Lightstar?
Well, Lightstar is just over 200.
If you have a 200-ton license, you might be able to, the insurance might be able to let you drive like a 203-ton
if it's
boat.
Not commercially.
Yeah, exactly. So I think, that's Rico. And mine, I have a OUPV license, which is 50 gross ton. So mine is a lot smaller. Okay. Dean Woods, have some drinks and celebrate the milestone. Thanks, Dean. Appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, right's comment.
Where is that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. Do you guys notice that Rico's just filming? That's what he says. Like, I'm just filming. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
it's so many. We get so many comments where guys saying like, Ryan, Rico really must like Victoria's Behind because he's always filming on it. I was like, I mean, obviously I don't dislike it.
Well,
first of all, secondly, I'm walking behind Victoria, so what? I have no choice.
Who is watching Marco
boy.
when you guys are gone? Our really good friend is watching him, actually staying on our boat and having a little mini vacay. So
Yeah,
he has a little mini vacay from us.
exactly. And a lot of times he's coming with us, actually.
Yeah, and sometimes we get to take him with us. So yeah. Let's see. I have a 3,000-ton ocean-going license. Good for you.
Dang.
But I'm still required to get a license to sail a 15-meter yacht on a river here in Netherlands.
Wow.
Yeah, different rules, different countries, right?
Because because
inland.
It's inland. Yeah, inland is different than ocean.
In US too, the inland license would be a bit different.
What just happened?
It's jumping. Okay. Hello, St. Petersburg, Russia. Привет. I would love to own a Bering yacht. That looks like a great family yacht. Yeah.
What's this one here?
What do you guys think of the 2020 Akilah 36 Power Catamaran Hydroglide Foil Edition with twin 300 horsepower?
I actually read an article about this boat, and I would like to see it. I'd like to take it out on a sea trial. I think it's a great boat for the size. And with I think you have the option, if it's not a standard thing, you can have it with the outboards, which I think is a great idea, and it gives you a lot of space for a 36-foot boat, way more than any other 36-foot on the market. So I think it would be a great, cool little weekender or short whatever family trip boat.
Does license require a physical? Yes.
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 At least in US.
And it requires,
I'm pretty sure everywhere
requires an eye exam. It requires ear exam, which I won last one. Because I've always told Rico he has a DJ ear and he doesn't hear certain things. And he always says he has great hearing. And we actually the last time we got to do this whole like old school hearing test. And it was awesome because mine is like amazing. And he's just like, DJ ear. Yes.
Do you want to?
Hello.
You want to go with this one here?
Then you will need to make a video where Victoria will be filming Rico's behind.
I agree.
Sure.
I agree.
No problem.
I think I have a nice behind.
Can you edit that as well yourself?
No.
I think actually in one of the Bering videos, there's some of your behind because Sarah filmed it.
Sarah walked behind us, right?
Yeah, she filmed quite a bit of you. I didn't remember reading any comments about it though.
I remember reading a lot.
Guys, what was the price for the new Bering 77?
Starting at I think just a little over 5 million euros.
Yeah.
And it's a very, very, very large 77-foot yacht. It feels more like a 85, 90-foot yacht.
Yes, the Bering 77 is going to Australia, and I believe it's getting shipped. It's not going to go on its own haul.
It's getting shipped, yeah. See? People want you to film me next time.
Okay, fine. I'll film Rico. No problem.
But first I'm going to go on a little diet because the Europe trip definitely did not help. I mean...
Love when you discuss if a shower is a 1-person or 2-person shower. How about when it's a 3-person shower?
But it gives you perspective. Like, how else are you going to talk about shower size? It's like, okay, yes, I can fit 4 people in there. You kind of, wow, that's a big shower.
Oh, God.
Rico and a Speedo, no.
Been watching AWOL a lot, too. So the episode with you guys touring the boat. We actually have never toured that boat.
AWOL? No.
No.
With a super yacht captain?
Yeah. Not sure. Maybe you're confusing us with someone else.
Oh, it was a similar boat.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Maximum tons personally are about 93.
I've watched a video from another reviewer about Sunseeker 80. I have to say you're much better. Have you ever reviewed a Sunseeker? Well, thank you. We have not done a Sunseeker yet. We will. I feel like there are a lot of Sunseeker reviews out there, and I like to bring more kind of unique things to the channel. But if you guys think that we should tour one, put it down there which Sunseeker you would like us to tour first.
I just read a comment. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh boy.
I don't know where is it. Hey,
you eat the weirdest things.
It jumped.
What? It's gone?
Someone said, no, Rico, you're full displacement now.
That's right.
Oh man! So whoever saw the bearing videos, you guys know that it's pretty funny, actually.
We have not found yacht for producer Michael yet. He is very picky.
Yes.
And Adam did just buy a boat, and we have not been on it yet. But yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Sunseeker
Delta Power
131.
Yacht. We've been on Deltas. We just it was before we started a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah, we got to go up to Washington and see if we can get to do like a shipyard tour and film some new models. Maybe they're bringing out.
Hello from Greece. Love your channel. Thank you guys so much. Oh my gosh, there's so many awesome love from you guys. You guys are the best. Thank you. Okay, let's see. German food is yummy.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
So is Russian food.
Where's food better, Russia or Germany?
Germany.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You serious?
Yeah.
He's lying. He's totally lying.
No.
He's totally
Russian
lying.
food is good, but German food is better. German food has more sauces. Russian food is good food, but they're cheaping out on the sauces and gravies. So
he stuff his face every time he goes to Russia. Okay.
Well, that doesn't mean I should not.
About a license. If I was to purchase a 34-foot yacht, do I need to license to cruise the Southern California coast? Most likely not, depending on your age. So
yes, if you're just 19 years old, you need a boater's license at this point.
I think now it's up to 30.
Maybe it's up to 30
so
now. Yeah.
look up the new rules. It is actually now a DMV issued license, I think.
I think so too.
Yeah, so now there's a boater's license. So if you have if you have a captain's license, you don't need to get the boater's permit in California. But if you don't, you need to get a boater's permit if you're up to 30 years old, and every year it's changing and it's going up. So and I think in the next 2 or 3 years, everyone will be required unless you have a captain's license. So depending on your age, just look it up. But it's not difficult. I mean, I think it's like getting a driver's license is not going to be very hard.
No, it's not.
You just need to know the rules. It might actually be easier than a driver's license, sadly so. How old is Marco? We think he's about 11.
Yeah.
Marco is our dog, if you guys don't know. But yeah, we think he's about 11. He's a rescue, so we don't really know. He might be older. Hopefully
Missing some teeth.
Yeah, he's only got like 11 teeth left.
But his personality is getting bigger, so
definitely
it's making up for it.
Randy Suyamatsu. I hope I'm saying it right. Again, question. LA to PV. How long did it take? Was it part of the Bahaha?
Nope.
If you made the return, was it much harder? I miss schnitzel and sauerbraten.
So Randy, no, it was not part of the Bahaha, which is the little regatta they're doing down to Cabo. It was actually just a pure transfer of a yacht, which has been used like a condo on the water, and didn't really leave the slip or the dock much. So we did quite some preparation for that trip, and it took us in the end 9 days. Was it 9 days?
I think it was 8 or 9 days.
Yeah, it was 8 or 9 days for the actual trip. We could have done it probably in 2 less days if we would have not stayed 2 nights. 1 night in Turtle Bay to where we got fuel in the next morning, and then we stayed 1 night in Cabo also to get fuel. But we could have also gotten fuel and just kept going. But we decided to spend a night there.
Well, the trip started out with, all right, we're leaving, we're ready to go, bye. And then
we're back.
3 hours later, we're coming back. What happened? Everything went wrong. So, and then they had to fix certain things, and then they left the next day, and then it was about 9 days, right?
But then the boat held up pretty well.
And then it was actually fine.
Yeah, it was a good trip.
It's good that you guys caught all that in Long Beach and not across the Mexican border, because then
it was a cool trip. And then besides the Rio Cortez crossing, it's all you see coastline. You see the coastline. You're not too far offshore. So even if something would happen, I mean, it's not too bad.
Drinking German, my favorite German water, not sponsored.
We got crap for that already. There was a
not sponsored.
There was a comment. There was like, "What are you guys drinking? Water? You supposed to drink Kölsch."
We had some beer earlier, and that's why we had to take a nap. Okay, are you guys planning to come to Australia after COVID? Yes. We would have already been there. It's just you guys, as soon as you guys are ready to receive us, we will come to Australia.
We'll come to Australia, and we will do the Sydney boat show.
Yeah, we're definitely coming. We're gonna try to do, like I said, we're gonna try to do more, international boat shows. I mean, we've always done like Cannes, but we're gonna try to do Dubai next year. Hopefully Australia as soon as we can, and gonna hopefully get to do one of the UK shows, just so we can go out there. I know a lot of you guys are out there, so we'd love to meet you and do a little meet and greet.
And quick comment right below that, to the Black Hawk. Yes, the Trader Joe's has finished the Marina del Rey as well as the dinghy dock. So yes, you can go now with your dinghy and buy groceries at Trader Joe's. Not that we do any marketing here for Trader Joe's, but it happens to be at Trader Joe's.
Oh, God. You guys are asking us a lot of questions about favorite yachts, favorite quality. It's a very complicated question. It is. We have a lot of boats we like. And obviously, it just all depends on the application. So it's not a simple answer for us. That's why I'm not really answering those. I feel like if you want to hear a little bit more on what we prefer, just check us out on the Patreon. Could be a bit more open out there about different things. You can ask us about specific boats and we can give you our opinion. I think it works
Especially
better.
On YouTube, we try to be neutral as much as we can.
We show you guys boats and you make
your own decision,
your own opinions.
Exactly.
I think it's only fair.
And at this point for the channel, we're getting a lot of requests. Hey, can you film this boat? Can you film that boat? We really becoming a little bit more picky, I guess, because we can now, which is great for you guys because you get to see more cool boats. So we're really trying to figure out, okay, this boat is in a horrible condition. If, for example, like, if we get offered a boat which is in a horrible condition and it's an official project, fine. I have no problem filming the boat, or we have no problem filming the boat and disclosing this is a project boat and here are your options. This is what you can do. This is what you're getting into. But we do not want to film boats anymore, which are marketed as,
in general, we hardly have any that are in that state that we feel like it's not worth it for you guys.
Exactly.
So so now even more so, we're very picky in because we don't get paid to do any of that. We don't take any money from anybody to film anything. It is absolutely up to us. We'd like to keep it that way. No matter how big the channel gets, we're not gonna accept payment to tour a boat. And obviously we get approached all the time. So we would like to keep that integrity and keep the channel, honest, so we can show you boats that we thought were interesting for you, and then you guys can decide. And if it's a project, we'll tell you that's a project. Have you watched Sailing Uma? We love that channel. Great channel. What are your thoughts on the future of personal electric boats?
Yeah, I like Sailing Uma a lot.
They have a great channel.
Great energy.
They're great guys. Yeah.
Really, really cool. And they have an electric powered sailboat, which works, as far as I know, really well for them. Which that brings me to a point, like when people talk about fully electric boats as a power boat. Like I said, I think we're still a little bit away from achieving that. Having a fully electric boat as a sailboat, I think, is very doable if you use your sails a lot. Yeah. So yeah, Sailing Uma, they're cool people.
Yep. Thank you for all the love, you guys. Seriously, Lurson's are the best. Yeah, and we're definitely gonna do more giga yachts and super yachts. Like I said, now it's starting to get a little bit easier. We're gonna try to do some ship yacht, like super yacht, ship yacht, super yacht, ship yacht tours. Is that right?
Yeah.
The jet lag is still there. Don't even know which country I'm at this point. Yes, we're gonna try to do some bigger boats as well to show you in between the affordable liveaboards and the good cruising cats.
Planning on coming back to Europe a little more often and get some European yachts in as well for you guys. There's so many comments. It's unbelievable.
I know, you guys are amazing. I can't believe we have so many people still staying with us. Victoria, are those dolphins? No, it's like a fish. You guys are so cool. Like, we have some, I guess, jewelry designers that keep commenting on this. It's just like it's a fish. It's a fish.
What if we buy a boat you have shown? Nope.
What if
No
we buy a
permission.
boat you have shown? You need to read the whole question. You
Yeah.
just read it to yourself
I'm sorry,
and then you answer it.
I read the rest in my mind already.
You really should get some kind of commission.
So far, hands down, never gotten a single dollar from any of the boats which were for sale, which we filmed.
Which sold because of our
and
video.
I'm pretty sure that some of them sold.
Well, we know for a fact.
Well, we know for a fact, yeah. So we know that some of the boats sold because of the video, and some potential clients saw the video, got interested in the boat, and actually it happened and manifested in a sale of the boat.
It is at broker's discretion. We don't have any kind of contract or deal with that. And obviously, if you guys, anybody is interested in, us helping you, like Rico actually helping you find a boat.
There was a question for that, actually.
On the, being on the buyer's broker side, please DM us on Instagram, reach out by email, NautiStyles.com. You can hit us up, there just in the
I'm happy to
email
help.
thing. Yeah, it's a separate thing, and we're happy to discuss that if there's something we could help you with. But
I mean, if you want to find a boat really, really fast and quick, and you don't really care about an honest opinion, don't contact me. If you want an honest opinion and you might look for a boat a little bit longer than you planned on, then go ahead and shoot us an email. I think I'm probably not a good buying broker in terms of getting a deal done quick and out. Just because.
Well, you're not in it for the deal. I mean,
I'm passionate about boats, and there's a lot of crap out there, and I wouldn't recommend buying that, to be honest. Just plain simple.
What do you guys recommend for boat shoes? I was on the 80-foot Lazara for 6 weeks barefoot in the Bahamas this summer, and by the end, I couldn't even walk.
Yeah, your feet get fatigue.
Yeah, I definitely think anything lightweight and white sole, soft. Like when we're full time, on the charter and doing a lot of running around, I do wear shoes, especially outside on the deck. I think I have a few shoes that I like actually on my Amazon shop. It's just amazon.com/shop/NautiStyles. I think that's what it is. But yeah, you can just check it out. I have links there, and shoes that I personally wear and like. I think as long as they're lightweight and white sole, you're good to go. And you definitely should wear and not wear and just kind of change it up, because your feet get really tired and they hurt and they get burned. And
if you're on a charter, like you really, communicate with the crew, see what they're allowing or not allowing.
Yeah.
As long as I think as long as it's worn only on board and it's some kind of soft material, I think it's probably okay, but it really depends on the crew.
Buying a yacht that can go across an ocean is like buying a Jeep that's only 2-wheel drive.
Touche. Not really. No, it's not true. It's not true, because you don't really need a Jeep, no matter 4-wheel or 2-wheel drive, if you never go off-roading. Like, I mean, how many people drive an SUV or pickup truck and they a 4-wheel drive and they never take the car even remotely on a dirt road?
It's all about the application.
It all comes down to application.
So many. We have 8,000 boats in Marine Del Rey, and 90% of them never leave the dock. So those people, some of them buy these beautiful sailboats. They can sail around the world, never leave the dock.
Yeah.
Did they really have to buy that boat? No, because they're not using it that way. Were they planning on it? I don't know. So I think that's really important. You going into it and being honest with yourself. What do you want to do? And then, we know people that are planning to sail around the world, and they spend the last couple of years prepping their boat, and they're still not leaving. So I just, I think buy the boat that's right for you in this moment. and be prepared to sell it and buy another boat, what's right for you in the next moment.
And the right boat is going to be a fluent process in general anyways. Your experience, your age, your taste in things is changing.
I think
all the time.
The boat we bought was right for where we were in our life.
Yeah.
And right now we're ready for something different. And I think that process where we are, where we've come to, it's in how we grew in that moment and how we're going to use the boat has really, really changed. So if you have this sort of a dream idea of what you're going to do, that you're going to sail around the world, but in reality, you can only do that in 5 years. Why would you buy something now that you would think you're going to
get a weekend cruiser?
Get something you can use now. Get the experience. Don't waste the money and time, and that beautiful boat just going to sit there. So I think there's application that's so important, and we say it all the time. And then all the time people ask about range. A lot of brokers kind of chuckle and go like, "Come on, like that doesn't matter." And I say, no, people want to know. But in reality, the truth is, if that is a coastal cruiser, who cares? Your range is enough to get you somewhere for the weekend.
And a lot of times it's someone who's new to boating and wants to have a boat. What they think they want and what they actually should get is a lot of times worlds apart, which that's what I noticed. So don't be afraid to, if you're looking for a boat, just go on as many boats as you can. Go to boat shows. Go out on boats whenever you can to just get a feel for what really works for you and what doesn't work for you. Like one quick example, people are saying like, oh, this is not seaworthy and this is that. We used to crew a 82 foot Pershing with 2,650 horsepower each engine, the top speed of 53 knots. At that top speed, we were burning about 260 gallons an hour. So that boat is by all means not a reasonable boat. It is not an inexpensive boat. But you know what? For that specific owner, that boat was the perfect boat. He wasn't interested in long distance cruising. He wanted a flashy boat. He wanted a fast boat. He wanted a comfortable boat.
He could afford it.
He
could afford the gas, the diesel.
And like from Breakwall to the harbor in Catalina, it took us, 45 minutes, 50 minutes. There was no other boat that size anywhere around which could make that journey in that time. So yeah, is it obnoxious and does it burn a lot of fuel? 100% it does, yeah. But it worked for the guy.
What is the difference between an expedition and an explorer yacht? Are they the same?
That's a very good question.
Would you like to answer it?
I don't have an answer.
No, actually, I think
expedition, explorer.
A true definition of those, I feel like a vocabulary definition of those don't exist. That is an industry definitions that when put on them. I think an expedition yacht is. I think when people say expedition yacht, it's really meant that it could go into a much harsher climate and environment. Most of the time, it could be, something that you could go deep north and
maybe some ice raiding.
Ice raiding, exactly. That's how I look at it when I think expedition. Explorer, I think more of long range, also strong boat, but. Yeah, I mean, again, there are different types of explorer yacht. There is a steel hull explorer yacht, and there's a fiberglass explorer yacht. And the type now, the look of the boat explorer yacht and having the long range is what people think of. So that's changed a lot, and I feel like that just really depends who you ask.
Yes.
That's the best way I can answer that, being a little bit politically correct, because, some things what we think are explorer yacht, maybe other people say they're yachts explorer, and we might not think they are. So, just it depends who you ask. Will you come to Dubai to review more? Yes, we're coming to Dubai Boat Show. If the world stays somewhat normal, we will be there. We're really excited. Rico has been to Dubai. I haven't, so I'm really excited.
But for me, it's been I think more than 20 years ago. So I'm pretty sure a lot has changed in the last 20 years in Dubai.
Yeah, I bet it's probably completely different. Okay, here we go. Oh wow, we've been. Hour and 15 minutes. How did that happen?
I know, right?
All right. I guess we should wrap this up. You guys are still with us, though. This is amazing. Okay. Do you guys think we should wrap this up? Let's do another 5 minutes and we can wrap it up, and hopefully we can do this again sometime soon.
How do I choose a charter cruise?
Can you read the question properly? People don't know what they're saying.
I'm saying it to you because I want you to answer.
How do I choose a charter cruise?
Yeah.
In general, I'm not sure what that means.
Why does someone say I'm 60 years old?
I don't know. Are you?
I don't know. The Blackhawk said, "Are you 60?" No.
Oh, you're offended now, huh?
Yeah.
That's it. Can't read his comments anymore. He's definitely not 60.
No, not 60.
He's 75.
Yeah. Just look really well for my age.
Okay, you guys, I'm gonna pick like 5 more questions, and I think we're gonna wrap this up.
And then outtakes. But we have to enact outtakes.
A lot of people said that they love outtakes. That was Rico's idea. He loves outtakes, and every movie, he thinks every movie should have them. So he, the first few tours we had some funny stuff. He's like, you gotta put them in outtakes, and that's how it started. And now, obviously, we have it in every single tour. And it's awesome that you guys love it so much, because it's a lot of fun to pick those out and edit. And sometimes it's way more than I even put in. I just try to put in the funniest ones and the I would say the most PG moments.
I guess it's a no on children. Saw the look Rico gave.
Okay. Let's see. Everything. Love Dubai.
Thank you, Eric. Said I speak better English than Arnold.
Oh, well, that's a big compliment.
Not that his English is that great.
Let's see. Rampage. I'm not sure what this is. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to. Bering versus all seas. Okay, that comes up a lot. I feel like, I
wouldn't be able to choose.
You got to compare oranges to oranges. And
you mean apples to apples?
You can't ask me Bering 77 or all seas 92. I mean, that's silly. You can't compare any 72 to a 92. You got to compare a 92 to a 92. There is a Bering 92. At some point, I hope we get to see it. Once we see that and we can compare, then we can have that conversation. I think they're pretty similar level in terms of build, like how it's built. But I think just a completely different, I mean, that's a huge difference in size.
Yes.
So it's not really a fair question. But if I would choose, it would be like, which size would I feel more comfortable with? That's really the question.
Yeah. Both fantastic boats. I'm not just saying that.
Yeah, really great boats.
And both owners of the companies are incredible as well, and very, very passionate about their craft, about their production, about the ships they're building. So,
Rico, did Victoria agree to live on a boat, or did she take convincing?
No, well, there was not much convincing, actually. You agreed to it right away.
I don't even think it was your idea.
Yes.
Well, initially.
Yes, it was.
No, initially it was your idea. Okay, initially it was Rico's idea. When we met, he said, like, I'm kind of thinking to buy a sailboat. And
I think we told that story.
Yeah, maybe live on it. So he showed me a 35-foot sailboat, which we both were like, I was like, I don't think I can do that. So then we just went back to a thought of having a smaller boat, just like a center console to go.
We wanted to do some tours. Yeah, that was like an idea.
It started as that, and little by little, it just grew into like, well, what if we lived on it? And we kind of came into this together. But that's also because I went on many, many boats, and I finally saw boats I could imagine living on. Mm-hmm. And I think if that's the problem with your partner, you're not showing them the right boats. If they're really not interested, it means that you got to find this kind of a happy medium that satisfies both of you. And so I think if you're going about it very selfish and they're not on board, is primarily because you haven't showed them something that they could imagine living on.
In other words, guys, if you would like to live on a boat and you have a partner which is not 100% keen on that idea, don't show them monohull sailboats. is not going to work out.
It's probably true. It's probably true.
Nothing against monohull sailboats, but if your wife is not 100% keen on living on the boat, a monohull sailboat is just the least, amount of space below, and for the length of the boat.
Go to a boat show and look at different boats, all sorts of boats. Go look at boats that you can afford, because there also might be boats in the same category that are a little bit older that you can't afford. So just go and really, really look. That's what we did. We looked a lot. We looked until we found actually a broker that took us serious, because a lot of time we're a newbie, and people just, they don't know what they want, and we actually got dismissed a lot, and I was very surprised because we were serious, but a lot of brokers just kind of thought that we weren't. And as soon as we found the right broker who was like, all right, I'm going to show you guys some stuff, and he actually took us out.
And it really morphed into something completely different. We were not looking for the boat we actually bought.
But it happened really quickly.
Yeah.
As soon as we found someone who believed in what we wanted to do, it happened really fast. So find a good broker and just go on as many boats as you can, go to as many boat shows as you can, and just really, really experience. I would like to answer this question.
Okay, got it.
Which one? I think someone said you can almost get the money that you put into the boat back. Is that accurate? I think that's a really good question to try to answer, and then maybe one more and we'll wrap it up.
And it really depends on what kind of boat you're buying. But yes, the answer is yes. I know personally plenty boat owners which bought a boat, one even new.
I mean, you don't need to give your personal examples, but you have enough experience with this.
I'm just saying, there were some examples of new purchases.
Yep.
And then there were plenty of examples of used boat purchases where the guys got either the same amount back what they paid for it or more.
Explain a little bit though, because it seems kind of unbelievable. Why does that happen?
Why does it happen? So let's say
when you do this, I'm going to look for another question.
On a new boat purchase, let's say you bought a Catamaran, 3-4 years ago. There is a huge shortage in the Catamaran market, or maybe not huge shortage, but there's a high demand, and the ordering books of the Catamaran builders are fairly full. So that being said, they also raise prices every year by somewhere between 5 to 10%, or let's say 4 to 10%, depending on the builder. And right now, obviously, with COVID and all the shortages on materials, it might be even a little bit more. We will see what's coming. But that being said, if you keep your boat well, if you have little hours on the engines because you didn't use it much, there's a good chance you get the same or potentially even more back than what you bought it for. Especially on the used boat market as well. If you're buying really well and you're keeping the boat up, you have a good chance of at least making back what you paid for it, or maybe just take a small hit, or potentially even getting a little bit more back than what you paid for it if you improve the boat by a lot. I think that kind of sums it up. I mean, it's a big subject. I mean, I could give you
but there are a lot of examples. Actually, with our boat, when we sell our boat, we will sell it for more than
what we paid for. Yeah,
we obviously got a great deal on it. We negotiated a good deal. We put some money in, but we wouldn't lose any money, which is pretty crazy. But that's just the reality of it. Okay, I would like to. When is the last time Ocean Rocks was on the hook overnight? We go every year to Catalina a couple times, and I don't know last time we were, but we're about to go this month. Right?
Usually we take a mooring there. Yeah. We don't stay on anchor. Quite honestly, like the ground tackle we have on Ocean Rocks, we have 50 or maybe 175 foot of chain or something like that, and the rest is rope. So of course we could anchor overnight with that, but I don't really feel comfortable there.
Yeah, we normally just anchor for lunch, Malibu or something, hang out. And we don't normally
We do anchor a lot in the Bahamas.
Well, yeah, of course.
Pretty much all the time. I don't like to take moorings over there. It's the exact opposite. I'd rather anchor. I trust my anchor actually more than the mooring over there.
Yeah, exactly. All right, last one, huh? Okay, how do I pick the last question? Let me see.
No, let's the last questions. put some new questions in there, even if it's funny or whatever. Put it all the way on the bottom right now, and we pick one of these questions.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe something funny.
All right, you guys go. While you're doing that, I'm gonna make sure that if I can go back and make sure I've mentioned everyone who is.
But then we don't see the new questions.
That's it. They're coming in. Okay.
Oh, there's one. Christopher.
Well, you said you're gonna pick. You're gonna wait a couple more seconds. All right.
Okay, I'll pick a couple. Yes, it's possible. Yes, it's possible to have a mini garden on your yacht. Yes. No problem.
Okay. Fiberglass or steel? Application.
Depending on the application. Really depending on the application.
I'm one of the oldest sub of this channel, Mitch.
Thanks,
Yay.
Mitch.
Love Bahamas.
Show us some cooking on your boat.
Are you teaching Rico Russian? He doesn't want to learn.
Yet.
Yet. Best boat for lazy people. Powerboat.
Powerboat.
Just a big. What's the best boat show for variety? Fort Lauderdale Boat Show. Biggest show. Oh, variety.
Can because I mean, at least for me, for right now, because you have power and sail. Fort Lauderdale, you don't have much sail.
Honestly, just go to your local, like close, good local boat show. That's really it's enough to start. But Fort Lauderdale is the biggest yacht show in the world. Not as good for sailboat, but Miami would be in LA or in Annapolis, which we also need to go to.
If a woman buys an old boat, does she have to name it Sugar Daddy? Yes.
Oh boy. All right, let's it. One more. You get one more.
What's Rico's weight? That's a personal question.
Oh my God. Everyone's just keep talking about your age.
155.
As long as you guys are talking about his age, it's fine.
Full displacement, baby.
Full displacement. You guys are the best. Okay, I'm picking the last question.
You're going too high up. You gotta go down.
All right, all the way down now. All the way down.
All right.
It still keeps going. You guys are so fast. Any place you haven't traveled yet that you want to?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. I'm assuming by boat, right? So I would love to do Tahiti and Bora Bora by boat.
Yep.
I would love to do Maldives by boat, but I know private charter is going to be, so we would have to charter most likely with a captain,
a crew
charter there, unless we would go with our own boat, which would be also a dream. Would love to do that. What else?
Sandblast Islands, Panama.
Yeah, I would like that too.
I'd like to explore the rest of the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of places actually we haven't traveled to by boat. Not by boat. Would love to go to Japan.
Like to go to Galapagos.
Would like to go to Australia. Let's see, some
Mediterranean cruising.
Yep, and other places in Asia as well. There's some would like to.
Love to go to Ibiza on my boat.
Yes,
that would be amazing.
We haven't done that, so that would be fun as well. All right, I'm going back up. Make sure that I didn't miss anybody separate, and I don't think it's working, so maybe I don't.
No, it's not.
It's not working anymore. It's not even letting me see it anymore. All right, you guys, it's been an hour and a half.
Hour and a half.
Thanks for sticking with us. I can't believe how many of you are here. This is massive. We are so grateful. We'll definitely have a cocktail tonight, or a beer, probably a beer. Damn, Kirch.
Coach is good. You just need to get used to it and don't let it sit for too long. Just drink it quickly.
I'm more like a Belgian white beer. Like that's what I like.
That's okay too.
What's your favorite beer?
My favorite beer would probably be, and I'm sorry to say that I'm going to give my top three. Okay, it would be probably a Stella. My second favorite would be probably a Pilsner Urquell, which is Czech. And then my third favorite, I want to say, would probably be a Coach.
Okay. Yeah. I think I'm like any kind of Belgian white. Also like Sapporo or Asahi. And Kalik.
No, we're not on a boat. Someone's saying.
We are in our hotel room in Cologne, Germany right now.
How's that hotel called?
I don't even know.
Okay.
All right, you guys. We'll see you later. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
We will read all the comments, and if for some reason you dropped us some monetary support and I didn't mention you, I'm really sorry, and thank you so much. I tried to mention everyone that I saw as a pop-up, but then it went away really quickly.
And next Saturday, another boat tour.
Next Saturday, another boat tour. I will be editing as soon as we're back. So we'll see you guys next Saturday for the premiere. Join us for the premiere every Saturday, 9 a.m. Los Angeles time. Bye, guys.
Thanks for all your support and for all the congratulation wishes for the 150K.
Bye, guys. Bye, Steven. I see you all. Bye. Bye. Bye.
Oh, man. That's funny.
That was fun.